Hey, welcome back to the Mope and Water Podcast, the saddest podcast in the land. Just kidding. It's the Open Water Podcast. Glad you're back. You thought it was going to be a sad episode. Nope.
Psych.
Today, gotcha.
Be the happiest one ever.
The happiest one ever. Dude, a couple things. One, I'd like to dispute the false claim about Mercedes-Benz and motorcycles. Somebody added this thing which is false. Now, let me be clear. Mercedes does not make motorcycles. However, a co-founder of Mercedes invented the motorcycle. So,
Half point.
half point.
Half
Right.
point.
So it's semi-false. So there we go.
I like that. We should just do like a revisions section every
We could do
episode.
our own episode of revisions.
We had a few errors last episode.
Yeah, but Elijah's on it. He's our Jamie for
Clipmaster.
Yeah, our Jamie
Yep.
to Joe Rogan is Elijah to Open Water.
Exactly.
Yeah, bad news. Wales lost.
Yeah.
This is the moping part of
we
the
finally found out what it feels like to lose in soccer this
It's
year.
our second to last game of the season 2, and it was the same team we played 3 times.
This team we've now beaten, tied, and lost.
The
against
full
this team.
the full spectrum of emotions. I'm a little sad. I hope none of the whales are watching. I'm a little sad that they didn't take it harder.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad. I was disappointed.
Yeah. They just had a problem with listening, which we'll get to.
I actually think
Later on in the
I
podcast.
think it was actually like I agree, but I think they were just like overplaying that team. I think they were bored. Like
That's fair. Yeah. By the end, they were like,
I was tired of playing that.
yeah, they were like like they knew each other.
Yeah, they're like, one girl gave
Yeah.
the girl a hug, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Do you go to school together?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, you just played 3
Last
weeks
3
in a
weeks,
row."
yeah,
Yeah,
3 games,
Cool,
yeah.
cool.
How about that?
So whatever. Good job, Cherries. You earned it.
You earned it this weekend. Yep.
Cool coach though. Really nice guy. Like really great.
Yeah. Shout out to the coach of the Red Cherries.
But all right.
Getting started. So first segment today was going to be Mount Rushmore, but I accidentally typed in Mr. Rushmore
I love Mr. Rushmore.
to our little lead sheet here.
Great.
So let's
Great.
just run with it.
Okay.
Pick famous misters that could be on a mountainside.
All right. You want me to go first? You want to go first?
Go for it. You got a list?
Famous.
I got a list too.
Do you? Oh, good. Let the list come out. Here we go. I'm going to say Mr. T.
Nice.
Mr. T. If there's a Mister that warrants being on a mountain,
Yep.
it's Mr. T.
A-Team, Rocky 3.
Don't pity the fool,
Did
dude.
you know that Mr. T was a bodyguard for Muhammad Ali?
Are you serious?
As if Muhammad Ali needed a bodyguard.
Jamie, fact checker.
We've checked your fact, and it is true.
This is gonna be the false.
That might
segment,
be.
so I'm just
Yep.
kidding.
I'm telling you,
just
we're gonna
kidding.
need a revisions
All right,
corner.
That's Mr. T is my number 1 pick.
It's a good one. I'm gonna go with Mr. Clean.
Dang it, that was mine. Oh, that's good.
Originally made in the image of a U.S. Navy sailor.
Really?
Clean.
I thought he was like a genie.
I mean, that's his final form, but he was made in the image of a Navy sailor.
All right. I'm gonna go Mr. Rogers.
Nice.
You know, got to balance it out.
Classic.
Mr. T, Mr. Rogers. We got it all going
Yep.
on right now.
Yep. He raised me.
Beats up people and just is just a calming presence.
Yeah. Yep. Beats up our minds.
Yeah. Go back to my list. Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with just in case I don't want you to steal it, so I'm gonna say it now. This is a better ender, but Mr. Miyagi.
No.
Yep. Mr. Miyagi, baby.
Oh,
Do you know anything about that guy?
I know a lot about that guy.
World War II vet, born in Japan, immigrated to the United States just in time, unfortunately, for World War II to get interned, but decides to serve, goes overseas to serve,
Yeah.
earns a Medal of Honor.
I didn't realize
for the
that.
United States in World War II.
Wow.
But wife and child die. She was in childbirth. Wife and child die while he was serving.
Moping water pod.
Yep, there it is. But crazy cool guy, and then became an actor. And
He was like, he was one of the first, like, you're familiar with the what's the hero's journey. He was like the first identifiable like character in my mind as like a kid who was like who functioned in that role of like the mentor or the guide.
yeah,
Like I remember being a kid and being like recognizing the story patterns and was like,
he was your first sensei.
He's my first sensei. Yeah, Mr. Miyagi. All right, fine. Well, he took mine. I literally only I think I wrote 6 down. He took 2 of mine. I'm gonna say Mr. Freeze, as in the
That's good.
great Batman villain, Mr. Freeze.
That's a good one.
Not the Arnold one, because he's bad.
It's a deep cut.
Yeah, no, this is like the animated series. Mr. Freeze, like the helmet. The helmet was so sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just remember watching. Was it Batman Robin? Batman Returns? I feel like Elijah has a plethora of knowledge in this space. No.
I thought, isn't Mr. Freeze also an Incredibles character?
No, geez, how
Frozone,
dare you? How
Excuse me.
dare you? Don't you dare say what I think you're going to say next for you're going to say it, aren't you?
What do you mean?
Never mind. You're going to take mine again. I don't have that extensive of a list.
I'll leave
Thanks,
it to you.
thanks.
I'll go with another one. Mr. Monopoly.
That was also on my list too.
Yep.
You're crushing my list. This is just frustrating.
Originally, his real name is Rich Uncle Pennybags.
I did know that.
Did you also know that? Well, describe his face.
He does not have a monocle.
He does not have a monocle out. Everyone thinks he wore a monocle.
Yeah, Brendan.
Mandela
I'm
effect.
2 cups of coffee deep today, so you're not
No
going to
monocle.
beat me.
Have you ever worn a monocle? I mean, what's yours?
I've not worn a monocle. No, Mr. Incredible. Yeah.
All right, it's good.
Is that who you thought I was going to say?
No,
Yeah,
actually,
you said Frozone, and I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna take Mr. Incredible." That's my 4, right? That's 4. Yeah,
it's good.
I did it. I literally thought I was gonna run out of Misters. When you threw this to me last night, you're like, because we had different ideas of this. We're like, what if we
Yeah.
make our own mountain? I was like, I like that. Then I misunderstood, and I thought you meant like our own mountain of Misters.
Yeah.
So I was gonna come with a list of Misters, and then I said that to you this morning. You're like, oh, I can do that too.
That'll work.
I was like, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
there we go. All right, who's your 4?
I'm between several. I
Oh,
think I want to go with Mr. Potato Head. Yeah,
it's a classic.
it's a classic.
How did you feel about when they introduced Mrs. Potato Head in the Toy Story film series?
Certainly not canon, but
No.
I think she makes a good love interest for Mr. Potato Head, of course.
She's a good piece to the puzzle. You know what I'm saying?
Too complicated. Social...
Man,
That's good.
we should always double down on coffee before we record these.
not
It's
bad.
more fun. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Top 5. Top 5.
do it.
All right, I have top 5 for you today.
All right.
I'm
ready.
I wrote it down, so I want to make sure I get it correctly. Here we go.
I'm nervous. Why? Why am I nervous?
So Brennan, every day we usually go get coffee at a number of spots. It just shifts in the day, you know. You get one drink, the same thing, decaf Americano. I usually get hot, normal coffee. So the question I have for you over top 5 is, what are the top 5, according to Third Wave Coffee, what are the top 5 most common coffee orders
Ooh,
at a coffee shop?
love this.
Yeah, I know. It was right in your wheelhouse.
Okay. Drip, cream and sugar. Or like, what do you mean? Like
So drip is on the list. Yeah,
Okay,
so
gotcha.
drip is number 3. Black coffee.
All right.
Drip coffee.
latte,
Latte is number 2. Iced or regular is number 2.
cappuccino.
Cappuccino's number 6.
Oh,
Ooh,
we're outside. Is a frappe going to be on there?
no.
Surprising.
Third Wave Coffee is a respectable coffee company, from my understanding.
Okay,
So
okay.
they don't serve garbage.
Okay. Then the miel.
I'm sorry. What?
Miel. Sounds like a fancy place. A cafe miel.
That's not
Has
real.
honey in it.
Amando, as our local coffee snob, is that a real coffee drink? Yeah. I've never heard of that. There you go.
Okay.
He only drinks flat whites, so you know it's not real.
Revision's Corner next week.
Yeah,
We'll
top
see what
5.
comes
If
up.
none of us have heard of miel.
Okay.
like, you think it's the most popular order?
I don't know.
Okay, jeez. All right, go ahead.
A cortado,
No.
flat white.
No. You're missing like a couple, like, none of these. One of them's like a little tricky because it's like, you ordered it last week, and we all made fun of you openly. It came in a little cup.
Oh, just a shot of espresso.
Just shot of espresso's number 1. Just straight espresso. Just someone
That was
gets,
even worse because I ordered a decaf shot of espresso.
yeah, which is the funniest thing ever. So you're not getting the caffeine. And
Everyone in the shop was
and
like,
you look ridiculous, like,
yeah.
oh, it's decaf. All right, you're missing 4 and 5. Both drinks you're familiar with. I've never seen you order one of these. I see you order number 5 a lot.
Is Americano on there? Okay, cool. Yeah, it
Number
should-
5. Number 4.
delicious drink.
Very common drink. Very popular. You should get this. This should not be a...
It's not a latte, not a cappuccino. Those are already on.
Sarah said those.
I don't know.
It's
me a
made
clue.
with chocolate.
Oh, a mocha?
Nailed it. There you go. Number 4. Yep, espresso, latte, black coffee, mocha, Americano. Cappuccino coming in at number 6.
Interesting.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Mocha. I thought those were like, I'm going to be honest. I spent an embarrassing amount of time trying to find a list that was like in your skill set. That was not like I went down a dark tunnel of
I'm down to
like most important tools in a man's toolbox. Like, I went down.
bring it on, man.
No,
I feel like it feels like a weird form of trivia when we
It
play.
is a little bit, but I felt like I was punished last week for the motorcycles, and so I wanted to get something that was a little. Again, it's like
Nah, cool guy like you.
what's interesting is despite us like being friends for a long time and working together,
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of common interests. Like we really don't. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot of weird niche things, and you like
We don't have similar skills either.
no, not at all. No, which is so funny that we are even friends, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
So who knew? All right, great. Let's talk about Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, we just did top 5. That wraps up top 5. Sunday. Great Sunday. Today's Monday. Yesterday's
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, thank you to all who donated for
Yeah,
the
dude.
shares.
Yeah.
I haven't quite added up yet from yesterday, but we're probably nearing like 175.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
we're up there.
We're getting close. Getting close to the number, which is awesome. Yeah, we're going with a light gray. So we
Exciting stuff.
spent a long time looking at textures of gray
A lot of gray.
and figuring out what carpet is going to match the chairs of the carpet we don't have yet. So we're just looking into the future. So really fun stuff. But continue your story in John 9. John 9, we did 24 through 34, and it was all about the second interrogation of the man who's gained his sight through the healing of Jesus.
It's very funny. It's
Why?
like, I don't know, people who would portray themselves as like smart, logic, rational, like Pharisees, like as leaders,
Yeah.
as like the people who have the knowledge
Yeah.
that like they can't even figure this out, and like they, even though it's right there in front of them, like the people who should know don't know at all.
Do you think this is a genuine question? Do you think they can't figure it out, or do you think they did figure it out and they didn't like the answer?
There's probably a mix of people like who like know the truth but don't want to
Acknowledge it.
acknowledge it, and people who refuse to
Yeah.
know the truth.
I think it's so interesting that this comes after the truth will set you free. Like over and over, like the truth, like, because it's so funny. Because like you hear that phrase often, that like the truth will set you free, and then you watch this unfold, and it's like the truth is actually a massive barrier for people that they're just like, I do think about that question I just asked you a lot. We're like, did they generally not know and they just keep asking, or did they know and they just didn't want to accept the truth? I think that is like such a darker.
Look at our lives. Like, do we know the things
yeah.
we need
Yeah,
to do to
yeah.
improve and connect and grow closer, or
Or we
just not acknowledge them?
yeah.
Or do we just not know?
Yeah, that is a question. But talked all about listening. The theme of listening was
Yeah, he
all
framed
throughout
it. Yeah, it was hearing and listening all throughout the text.
Yep.
It was inevitable that this would be the frame.
Yeah.
And like the big question I think was that you posed, the first of 3 big questions, that are you listening? That was kind of the arc.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And we
What's that song by Emery? It's not studying politics. It's the same record. It's off the question.
I know what you're talking about.
Are you
Yeah.
I just every time I said it,
was playing through your
I
head?
heard it in my head. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we first had to kind of pave the road to get to listening.
Yeah.
Like first, like when you're listening, what are we trying to hear? So how does God speak?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah.
we frame that.
Because I think there's a lot of people who genuinely believe that like they if they're not hearing the audible voice of God, they're not listening to God. And I would never have the audacity to say that God doesn't audibly speak to his people. I would never say that. I have not personally experienced that. But I think a lot of people think that that's the only vehicle that God communicates through, and that's obviously not the case. And we kind of walk through these different means of how God communicates to his people, and through his word, through circumstances, through others, through miracles. The miracles thing was interesting because I don't typically talk about cessational. We did that. We did like the spiritual gifts thing.
Yeah.
I think that was the first time people had ever heard some of those terms of like our church's position on miracles. And I don't know why it's become so controversial lately in churches to either like take a position on whether God is still working through the miraculous ways or not. And I know there's some churches in town who would say like absolutely not. The gifts have ceased, miracles have ceased. God's just kind of hanging out from a distance. And then there's other people who believe that God obviously intervenes. And I mean, I don't know. I will not put limits on what God cannot do.
Yeah, it seems foolish.
But it was interesting when I said that God works through miracles. I was like, look at the text. Like, obviously, he just did a miracle. And that, like, the testimony that was created through that. And I think people have miracles all their time in their life. Whether they want to call it a miracle or not, that's a different story. But I think God absolutely still.
Yeah, maybe it's just like a definition of miracle thing. Like, like miracle is synonymous with
like
magic.
Yeah. Maybe that is it. They're like the mystery that they're like,
too woo-woo.
Yeah.
Or something.
But yeah, the
God
question
speaks through bushes.
Right.
Like look at all the things we've studied in the past.
Yeah.
We can point to so many tools, avenues, conduits through which God speaks.
There's even this, like, I don't know if I would subscribe to this, and I don't know if I would teach this from the pulpit. I do think it's interesting to think about is there's a lot of people who've studied the bush and have wondered, like, how many times did Moses pass the bush and it was burning?
How long was it there?
I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if he noticed it the first time. I don't think the text
interesting to think about.
indicates, but like it is something to ponder on. Is like, and
but we narrowed down to 4 for the sake, because obviously there's way more than 4.
For sure. Yeah, I think those are the most common ways, and the text pointed to those 4 of like how to listen to the Lord, and so we walked through those 4.
God speaks through His Word, through others, through circumstances, through miracles. Yep. And then, so when God speaks, and we can't hear. The second question you pose is like, so why does that get drowned out?
Yeah.
Like, and you did the example of the headphones.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Yeah,
We
thanks.
muff it out. We don't hear it at all.
Yep.
We
Select
choose.
it. Yeah,
we
choose
select
what-
what we hear, or sometimes we just don't hear all of it.
Yeah.
We hear
the big things,
big picture, but
or
not the
little
details,
things,
or the details, not the big picture.
Yeah, I remember calling you like on Tuesday. I was like, I woke up at 2 a.m. with this idea about these headphones. And you're like, I don't get it. And I was like, we'll get there. And I'm glad it came together.
Yeah.
Because I do think there's something about that where I hope it resonated with people, because I think I've had seasons of all of those. And that's why I think it was something that it was easy to talk about, where it's like there have been
Unless you're a perfect listener, you probably will find yourself in one.
What was cool, and I wish I could have like said it, is TJ Buck, who gets almost, she's like our purple dog and Bluey.
Shout out TJ Buck running sound this last week.
TJ Buck is like our
great job.
purple dog and Bluey, where we just bring him up every episode sporadically, and he has to find it. But he said something really interesting in between services, and my brain didn't process it in time to communicate it. But he said with the audio clip, 20 hertz to 20,000, he said that is perfect hearing. If you can hear both ends of the spectrum, because most people can only hear like a small range of that. And that idea of like perfect listening, and like I was like, there was something there with that, and like the headphones of like, I think everybody's kind of wearing maybe one headphone, 2 headphones, multiple headphones, and like the idea of like perfect hearing is like, yeah, dude. And I knew that the story of like the boop boop and the speaking thing was gonna be helpful, but I didn't like the amount of people who were just like getting the heads. I was like, cool, that that hit people in a way that was like, because I was like, how do you communicate something that is like so personal and so real, and for some people it's like a very sensitive area where they're like, I haven't sensed God in years, or I don't feel His presence, and I never want to be dismissive of someone's experience with that, but I also do want to like, and that's why they were all questions. They weren't framed in a way of like, here's the answer, like, because it's more complex than that. And I never want to come to church and be like, here's 3 answers to a problem that people have been wrestling with.
Want to hear from God? Do these 3 things.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll work.
And like, don't get me wrong, it goes back to descriptive versus prescriptive, text reading and understanding and application.
Yeah.
But I think there's some things that are just beyond, like, it's like, people have been writing and studying and wrestling with the things of God since the beginning of time. And for people to think that like they can show up to church and get an antidote in 30 minutes to something that they've been wrestling with their whole life is
too American.
It's
very
It's
American.
just like,
it's
just insane. That
Give it
it's
to
like,
me now.
Yeah. And that is why I kind of ended the message in particular with like, dude, we're all on a journey. Like, this is not, you don't know, when you arrive, when you're before the Lord at the end of your days on earth. And I think that should bring a level of relief. I hope it does. It brings me relief knowing that like it's all a journey and we're figuring it out. And my goal is to walk in tandem with the Lord closer than I did yesterday. You know, that's and I think that just relieves some things. Again, I think we've talked about it on here a little bit. It might have been when Elijah was on, of like there's a difference when you're working out to get through the exercise versus like I want to live a healthy life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah.
Which was the final bit. Like, how then do we turn up
The things
the
are-
volume?
yeah.
Yeah. On
Yeah, and the man says in the text, he goes, "Be a worshiper and do the will of God," and I love that because this guy's like he's just experienced Jesus. We don't know his faith background or his studying or hearing before that, but he said something like so simple yet so profound that is an ongoing journey. It is like be a worshiper. It's a state, like a heart posture, ongoing, and not just singing, but like I'm going to be a worshiper of God in all things. And with worship, obviously, comes discipline, sacrifice, growing, love, all these components.
so we're not going to stumble into it.
No.
It's going to take a little practice.
No, yeah. And then and do the will of God, which is, I think, the heart posture piece, but then also the active piece. I think a lot of people are cool with one of those. Like it goes back to the head, hand, heart, like which is going to be the theme like
Forever, maybe. Yeah.
just because it's so good. Because I think a lot of us are like, oh, I think about God. You're like, cool. Like I feel God. Cool. Like I do things for God. Like, right. But how do we get all three of those activated simultaneously? And that's why I mentioned that bit at the end where it's like, I think a lot of us, when we hear the word disciple, we think of student, just like someone who sits down and like, teach me Jesus. And to be a disciple is to like hear, listen, and do as the rabbi.
Disciples just stop being disciples.
Right. Yeah. When Jesus ascended, they're like, guess we're done. Our teacher's gone. You're like, no. He sent them. Matthew 28. It's like, go make disciples, baptize them.
The pool of Siloam.
Yeah.
Beginning of the story.
Sent
Yep.
means
Like,
sent. And he was sent. And like, it's cool though, the amount of conversations after service where people are like things are clicking for people in a different way. We're like, whoa. They're like, sent, Siloam, he sent, disciples sent, Jesus sent me.
I'm sent.
Like,
yeah.
it's like, and they're like, pieces are being put together. And yesterday in particular, because we talked about Job and Elijah, I think a lot of people were like, this is all overlapping. Like I am referring to Moses. The new Moses is Jesus. And it's so cool hearing people get excited about the Bible, get excited about learning and growing and leaning into the Lord. And yeah, man, I'm just thankful. Like it's a really, I've said it a bunch of times, it's just a really sweet season for our church. I'm really thankful that God is faithful and keeps showing up and moving in people's hearts. And so I look forward to it every week. John 9 has been by far my favorite chapter to teach through out of John so far.
That's good. Yeah.
I know we've gone back and forth a lot. And we're like, we're doing it in 3 weeks. We're just going to do it until we're done.
I'm looking forward to 10.
I bet you are. So I'm going to be honest. No one knows this. And I don't know. We're moving slower than I anticipated by quite a bit. And so my calendar is very messed up, which I don't care. But I'm just letting you know. And you can't get mad at me.
All the plans we made.
Dude, I think
Make way for John.
there's something about
Yeah.
just like,
Sitting in it.
yeah. And I am like a planner to a degree, and I did have the whole series kind of mapped out, but it's just like we lay those things down at the feet of Jesus. And
Yeah.
like if it doesn't fit, like we're not forcing stuff. That's dumb.
Yeah, we try to pray every Thursday. We meet up as a staff before the weekend, just make sure that we're ready to go and that we have a plan, and then we pray that, like, Lord, these are the plans.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Show up.
your hand
Yeah.
brings these to life. And
Yeah.
do what you will with them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that was Sunday. Great Sunday. Looking forward to hearing the conversations out of small groups this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something that I think a lot of people may have never expressed, but like it's on people's minds. I think it's like, how do I hear from God? How do I turn that up? How do I drown out the things that are not necessarily even bad things, but like things that maybe are drowning out God? You know, Moses is a good dude. He's not Jesus. You know, and so
Never a bad idea either to take a inventory of, like, how good are you at listening?
Yeah.
Like, in general, to God, to people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good word.
Fill in the blank.
Hey, our little zoologists. Welcome back to our favorite segment, What Animal Am I? Where Brennan struggles to guess what animal after facts I give him. So the way the game goes,
go to the zoo.
Despite what some people say, it's a lot of controversy, a lot of emails, a lot of tweets. You read a fact, guess the animal. We don't read a bunch of facts and guess animals sporadically. We're not
Let's play that way.
we're civilized. All right, here we go.
Yeah. I don't know why you want to play another way, Marty. Let's play.
I have 3 hearts.
Yeah. Spider.
Wrong. I am an invertebrate.
Oh, inverted as opposed to verted. That's probably then python.
No. I have the largest eyes of any animal in the animal kingdom.
Largest eyes
I think so.
by size, by their like comparative to their size. Or just the biggest eyes.
The biggest eyes.
Animal kingdom.
Yes.
Elephant.
Or elephants and vertebrates. Do you know what
I don't know.
vertebrae means? They don't have a spine.
I'm hanging at the zoo, bro.
Okay. I. Jeez Louise. I can change color to camouflage.
Oh, chameleon.
No. I have a beak and sharp teeth.
Oh, I know.
Do you? What is it, everyone? It's a squid.
Squids have beaks.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, those big like.
Did you know this?
I know they have beaks, but I didn't know they had teeth.
Well,
I thought the invertebrate and the biggest eye was like.
I got it on the 3 hearts.
Yeah, 3 hearts. There you go, 3 hearts, dude. What do you guess, an elephant? What in the world?
dude, get out of the deep sea, bro. Come up to the surface.
I did birds the last couple times. You couldn't do those either. Go out of the sea, go to the sky. You're bad at that one. I'm going to do like a dog one week. Just a second.
Keep it land-based. I'm much better with land-based creatures.
I'm furry. You own one.
Chameleon.
Octopus. Oh my gosh, man. This is a weird segment because it like transcends the show. It feels like this is just like, I'm embarrassed for you.
Yeah, this feels like, yeah.
All right, we can't end on that tragic of a note. It is the Mope and Water podcast this time, and it fulfilled its
Feels
name.
right.
But we'll end with your favorite thing. We'll just I think that's I like that one. That's just a nice one. What's your favorite thing, Brennan?
Oh, this week?
Yeah.
Gosh, it's all good. I don't know. What's yours?
I would say I said this recently, but like the rain last night. Like I love when it like dumps rain. I think it is like
was dumping.
It was so peaceful. Like it is just the sound. Like certain houses have like weird rain sounds, right? Where it's like, for some reason our house is just like this very like nice, just like.
You have some skylights? I like it when.
Yeah, there we have 2, but they're fogged up. So like there's a tunnel. Because my kids didn't know what it was, and I didn't know either, and so I took it apart, and they were like, their minds are blown.
The light tube.
It's like a tinfoil tube.
Cool.
It's very cool. And then I almost couldn't get it back on. It would have been terrible because it was like the sun was shooting into our kitchen. So yeah.
All right, I guess mine will just be an update in my truck saga. I'm a truck
guy.
Big truck guy now.
Yeah.
And my dog is now trying to get him to a truck dog.
Why can't he do that? Is it
He's
too short?
He's been a sedan dog his whole life, and now
That's a big change.
change is hard.
Change is hard.
It's harder. It's a taller jump up to the seat. The windows, laying out the windows, a bit different. So I'm trying to create a truck dog. So it's been very fun.
So your favorite part of your week is that your dog is struggling to
training a truck dog.
I love that. That's the positive side of it. All right, thanks for joining us for the Open Water podcast today. Glad you were here. Appreciate you.
Wasn't that happy?
It was. It was the opposite of moping. Who
Yeah.
knew? As soon as we said moping, Amando put his hood on and just like fell to the dark side.
Crying, Amando.
All right. Well, let's wrap up our time with the word of prayer, and we'll be done. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for who you are. God, we thank you for all that you've done this past week, just in the hearts of people in our church, God. I pray that this week, and as always, we lean into who you are, and that we can be people who listen to how you're moving, how you're working, God, and be quick to respond in faith. Jesus, we love you. Thank you for the gospel, and we commit all these things to you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Keep studying those animals, guys. Mostly Brennan.
Go touch a squid this week.